Well, it looks like I got a big box of something from the best certain someone. Here's a box I received from viewer Richard. For those following along the exploits of this channel will know that viewer Richard has sent stuff in the past, about maybe give or take the same size of box that we're about to open up here. Apologies though to Richard, it had arrived maybe about a week or so ago and I'm finally getting around to opening it up. I don't know yet the contents inside, and we'll all find out together, you, me, and collectively the 3 other people that are currently watching this video. If you would like to, though, send something my way, it doesn't have to be the size of box that Richard has sent over. It can be sent over to the review spots, care of the UPS store, 6975 Meadowvale Town Center Circle, Suite 196, Mississauga, Ontario, Canada, L5N2V7. That being said, let's go ahead and, like I said, I'm going to grab my knife here, McCutcheon's. Quite a substantially large box. I'm going to do my best also as well to carefully cut the tape on the top. I think, in fact, the last time we also did this from Richard, I ended up having to cut away and then come back because just the box was way too big to kind of reach inside and see everything else, everything that was located inside the box. So I might, in fact, have to do that also as well. We're just going to cut the tape on both sides. I know you can't really see all that much right now. That's opening up the front flap. Yeah, the last time Richard had sent stuff my way, I think it actually contained a bunch of comics, a script he was working on, just a whole bunch of cool stuff. And let's see exactly what he sent my way. Well, I can already say that based at least on what I'm looking at already, it's a big bag. I might in fact have to do this. I'm so sorry. I might actually have to just kind of cut away for a second, come back, and I'll show you everything that was inside the box, and we'll kind of digest each of them individually. Sound about right? Sounds about right. Yeah. There'd be absolutely no way at all I'd be able to reach inside that large box and pull out everything that you're looking at currently. Of course, before we actually look at the contents of what Richard sent, he did also include an envelope that says Hope Within. I could certainly use a little bit of hope. And now also on the back it says my name. Hey, Spot. Hello. We're going to go ahead and open up the envelope first. And I'm sure I will be saying this several times, so apologies if I'm beating a dead horse. I don't like to beat dead horses if I can, but a big thank you once again to Richard, who sent all the stuff that we're about to have a look at here. First, opening up the envelope. First, revealing what the letter was inside. We've got ourselves, let's see here. Dear Spots, it is finally here. My first ever feature film, Superman Jubilation, has been released on YouTube. To celebrate, I include some exciting items for your enjoyment. Enjoy the items, and I hope that if you also enjoy my film, that you would be kind and leave it a review on the IMDb page. The runtime is 2 hours and 40 minutes. I've been getting more and more into films lately. In fact, I began my own Blu-ray, 4K DVD, and Criterion collection. I was curious to know, what is your favorite Stanley Kubrick film and why? He directed classics such as The Shining, Full Metal Jacket, 2001: A Space Odyssey, Paths of Glory, and Eyes Wide Shut, to name a few. Also, thank you so much for your hard work, and I hope to hear back from you soon. That's from Richard Rodriguez. Signed also his name down below here as well. Well, I can answer your question, my favorite Stanley Kubrick film, and also my top 3 favorite horror films of all time, both of which are The Shining. Shining is my favorite Stanley Kubrick film. What's yours? Let me know down below. In fact, everybody, let me know what your favorite Stanley Kubrick film is down below. Let's move that off to the side. Okay, so what do we start with here? First of all, he had sent over a snap bracelet. My daughter loves snap bracelets. Snap bracelets weren't just around right now. I mean, snap bracelets were around in the early 80s and 90s as well. Snap bracelets basically are, you straighten them out like this. I was doing this also as well with snap bracelets. And then you snap it onto your wrist. A snap bracelet that snaps onto your wrist. I'm going to actually keep that on my wrist for the remaining of this unboxing. Even though, like I said, truth be told, I had already unboxed everything. So here's the film that Richard Rodriguez was working on. It's called Jubilation. It also says on the back, awesome perks inside. Let's see what we have here. The film takes place on Earth 2, meaning we don't follow the traditional Superman known as Kal-El. This story focuses on the version of Superman that many forget, the story of Val-El, the Earth 2 Superman. The film follows Val-El in his journey to find his purpose among a race of that views him as an outsider. Val-Zod was one of the last survivors of the planet Krypton before its destruction. Val is tasked to become Earth's savior through pacifism journey. The runtime is 160 minutes. It was released in 2024. It's the 4K Ultra Edition with English and English subtitles. The Criterion Collection is dedicated to gathering the greatest films from around the world and publishing them in editions of the highest technical quality with supplemental features that enhance the appreciation of the art of films. Visit us criterion.com. So let's see what we have inside here. So we have watched the film. So I'm going to show you guys all this. So if you'd like to scan this with your phone, you can then access the film. And actually, in fact, if you could do all me a solid, everybody's watching this video, check out this video of Superman Jubilation. And then if you can, leave a comment down below in the comments section of that video. And just let Richard know what you thought of the film. Can you do that for me? Can you do me a solid? Thank you so much. Of course, we also got ourselves, let's see here, we got a bunch of other stuff. Oh, we got a signature as well from Richard Rodriguez. Of course, we got us, we got a Super Mario Brothers movie and also inside. What else do we have in here? I was just expecting this really to be the Superman movie. And we also got ourselves Disaster Artist. How did he know Disaster Artist? I do not like Disaster Artist. I like the Super Mario Brothers movie, though. Not so much a big fan of Disaster Artist, though. So I don't know if he was doing that intentionally. If he was, though, joke's on me. Move that off to the side. Of course, we got ourselves Superman Jubilation, a film by Richard Rodriguez. I'm looking at this, and I'm also looking at this, and then I'm going back and looking at this again. Did he also, he sent me over the screen-used Huntress mask. How cool is that? That's the mask that you see currently right now in the image. Richard sent, I don't know if I feel bad like Richard parted ways with this. You would have wanted to hold on to this for film historians, but he was nice enough to send over the screen-used mask for Huntress. That's so cool. Thank you very much, Richard. I'm going to move that off to the side. Let's see what else we have here going on. Also, we've got ourselves, if you want to fly, you must give what weighs you down. That's by Roy T. Bennett. I'll move those all over to the side. He also sent over a couple of Lego minifigures. Oh, I'm all down about Lego minifigures. Just dump out the contents here. And first we have ourselves, is that Gamora? I think that is Gamora. Does she have any printing on the back of her head? She does. So if you want a more kind of neutral expression Gamora, you could do that. If you want a more kind of ticked off Gamora, you can also use that hairstyle or that face. Comes with a double bladed spear. He also sent over Spider-Gwen. Daughter loves Spider-Gwen. Nothing on the back of her head. And he also sent the Mark I Iron Man suits, which is a bit jarring. I was expecting to find Tony Stark's head underneath, but it's just a clear head. That's pretty cool, though. I don't have an Iron Man Mark I minifigure, nor do I actually have this one. This is one of my all-time favorite Iron Man Mark suits, the Iron Man Mark V, these briefcase suit. No face underneath. Well, I guess it is a face. It's just not a face of Tony Stark. It's pretty cool. And we also got ourselves a Spider-Man. Can't go wrong with a Lego minifigure of Spider-Man. And lastly, he also sent over, which looks to be an Iron Man suit, although it doesn't have Iron Man's head to it. It's a slightly different head. We've got ourselves like I'm not sure which suit that is. Anybody that's an expert at Iron Man suits probably could let me know down below in the comments section. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Gonna move those. Oh, there's the faceplates. The faceplate was over here. Must have fallen off. Just go ahead and snap the faceplate. Now that's a complete Iron Man. So we have this Iron Man. We have also the Mark I. And then over here, oh, I just realized now, it has a flip-up lid. Also the Mark V. One of my favorite suits is the Mark V. He also sent over a couple more Lego minifigures. One looks to be a mech suit. One looks to be, is that a mega figure of Venom? Oh boy, oh boy. It's about the same size as it is. It's a Lego jumbo figure. I don't know, what would you call like an oversized Lego figure? Whatever it is, it's Venom. I don't have a Venom. The closest thing I have about to this size is a Bane. I love that Bane. I love this Venom. How did he know? Between Venom and Lego, this thing checks both of those boxes. That's a pretty cool looking Venom. Would go then perfectly with the Spider-Man that he also sent over. Thank you very much. He also sent over as well a mech suit, and I would imagine, I guess the mech suit needs a little bit of assembly. We've got at least partially part of it built together. So we've got the legs. Straighten out the legs here. This may require a little bit of reassembly on my part. The rest of the arms, and I'm guessing the rest of the body is inside the bag. I'll have to spend a few moments trying to put that and piece that back together, but that is one cool looking Venom. A little loose on the arms, but that's okay. That's okay. The coolest aspect about it is just the fact it's a classic looking Venom. I wonder if they ever made a Venom jumbo figure like this that has a tongue sticking out. I kind of prefer my Venoms just to have the big smiles, big smiling teeth. Put those all back in the bag just to put them off to the side here. He also sent as well a mask over. This mask looks like it was a wrestler back in the day. Is it the Villain? Marty Scorer? It's been signed on the inside here. It says Jaden. And then we've also got Richard Rodriguez. And we also got prop number 2. Based at least on those 3 things, I would imagine this is also going to be a mask that we're going to see maybe in Superman Jubilation. If that's the case, again, that's 2 screen-used props. Are you sure you want to really part ways with that, Richard? Very, very cool, though. I really like the look of that mask. And it looks like it's made of kind of a rubbery material. Put that off to the side as well. He also sent over a Superman symbol. Big fan of Supes. Is that a belt buckle? Is that maybe perhaps something you could wear around your finger? Maybe I can even throw that towards bad guys. Remember that big giant plastic fruit roll-up shield that Superman threw at everybody in Superman 2 in the Fortress of Solitude? How ridiculous was that? That's a nice looking Superman symbol, though. To go along with that, speaking of Superman, he's got another little bag here. And let's see what we got here. So we've got a regular looking Superman, which I would guess that that's probably the McFarlane Toys Page Puncher Superman, but I don't recall ever seeing the version of Superman where he's wearing like the classic outfit like this. I would guess that that's probably like the reborn suit. It certainly isn't the new 52 suit. It's got some head articulation. The arms can also move out as well. Oh, they can also move this way too. And you can also move the legs. A little bit of posability outward as well. Nice looking Superman. Does he have peg holes on the bottoms? No, he doesn't have peg holes on the bottoms of his feet. That's a good looking detailed Superman. We also as well have Richard, or I should say Val Zod from Superman Jubilation. And on the back it says Hope. It's all we need a little bit at times, just a little bit of hope. That's a nice little pendant. Would you call that a pendant? It's on a chain. I would have said right away a necklace. Would I be wrong by saying that? A necklace? Let's move that off to the side. And I don't know if this is a custom figure. I don't think it is, but we've also got a Val Zod Superman. I don't have a Val Zod Superman. So that's really cool. Of course, he's got the cape there. I don't know if he obviously doesn't have anything printed on the back of his head because you'd be able to see it. Little Val Zod Superman. Lots of cool Legos this time around. We also got ourselves a little case. Now, the case feels like there's stuff inside. There is also as well the little cord that's going to go in, well, that attaches to the top here. But there's something inside. I don't know if I really want to rattle it in case something inside is fragile. So we're going to unzip the front pouch here. And we've got, just want to make sure I don't have anything left off here. Nope. Okay, so we've got, first of all, a little pouch. And inside the pouch is a multi-tool. Well, I mean, like, I have one of these, maybe not quite the same design, but it's like one of those multi-tools. There's sort of like serrated teeth, and I'm not going to run my finger obviously across that just in case it's sharp. It looks to be like a can opener or bottle opener on the side. Perhaps various different ways to untighten knots, tighten up nuts, I should say. Is this maybe the bottle opener? Maybe that's the bottle opener. Yeah, just a perfect little multi-tool to have. Always good to kind of have in your pocket or, you know, maybe in the garage if you just happen to need a tool without having to reach around and start looking for other tools. And then there was, I think, something else also inside the back pouch. So we'll open that up, and wow, there's a whole bunch of stuff in here. So first we got ourselves a Marvel pin. It's a soft material pin, pinned on the back. Perfect for a certain somebody's jean jacket. This guy here. We also have ourselves Knuckles. And not only is it Knuckles, but it's also a Knuckles keychain. Knuckles looks like he's flying through the air, about to maybe uppercut somebody with a Knuckles sandwich. Ka-chow! Careful, Knuckles, where you're swinging those. And he also has inside here a bunch of pins. So we've got a Toad pin, Mario Kart. Love playing Mario Kart. We've also got Luigi. Usually when I was growing up, because I would be playing with my friend, and my friend would always insist on playing as Mario, I would always be relegated to Luigi. So over time, me and Luigi have built a bond together. It's unbreakable. No one can break our bond, me and Luigi. We also got ourselves a couple of, some more pins. So we've got, I guess that's Iron Man, Captain Marvel, the Hulk, and finally Thor. Very neat little pins. This is really cool as well. Like, I don't know if Richard actually knew this, but I'm a big fan of old VHS tapes. I don't have as large of a collection as some that I've seen online, but I'm a big fan of VHS tapes. I have some of my favorites are I have all the Nightmare on Elm Streets. I love to track down at some point the Friday the 13th, but having the original Silence of the Lambs on VHS, that is really cool. Thank you very much. I would imagine it probably does play. I don't have a VHS. I don't have a VCR here at the moment. But to have an original Silence of the Lambs VHS tape, that may not excite everybody, but it excites certainly me. Love the old VHS style of tapes. Love at some point. Eventually my big plan, even though I don't know how big the plan is going to come into fruition, but at some point, though, I would like to kind of set up a little retro video store downstairs in my basement. Not one where I'd actually rent out movies. I mean, come on, that's too big of a plan. But maybe if just anything, I could have a few shelves, kind of have the video shelves, the video tapes sitting on the shelves, maybe a gumball machine, like all the things I would see in little strip plaza video stores when I was growing up. Dare to dream? I mean, when when you're daring to dream like this, sometimes all you need is a little bit of hope right there. So let's move that off to the side. He's also as well included a Flash poster. I'll level with you though, Richard. I'm not a big fan of the Flash movie. I don't know if it's a full-size poster. Not one I probably would be able to completely open up, but is it double-sided? I think it's double-sided. No, it's only a single-side print. But it's a complete Flash poster. There's Michael Keaton's Batman. Flash in the middle. Supergirl, I would imagine, though, on the other side there as well. I mean, I like the fact that Michael Keaton was in the film. I just wasn't a big fan of Ezra Miller. Just don't like him as Flash. And I really thought the costume, wasn't a big fan of the costume, but the poster's pretty cool. I'm not sure if I'm going to find a place to put that, but thank you very much for that. He also sent over this neat-looking bag, and that was kind of the first thing that I spotted when I opened up the box, and when I kind of realized how much stuff was probably going to be inside of this, I sort of realized right away, what are we doing here? There's no way you can be able to pull out everything inside that box one at a time, so probably would be a better idea just kind of open up everything and just have it out on display. So this was the bag that sort of made me give me that decision, made me realize I may in fact have to just kind of pause things. I don't know if there's anything inside the bag, so let's just have a look inside here. Okay, there's nothing inside the bag, but it certainly is an interesting looking bag. The print on the front has sort of like a native look to it. You got, I guess, a couple of serpents or snakes on the sides. For a second, I kind of thought it was a Beetlejuice bag because I was thinking kind of sandworms on the side, but I know that's probably not that at all. That's a pretty neat looking bag. He also sent over all these comics. Now, I'm a big fan of comic books. I would love to kind of go back and pick up some of the comics that I had as a kid. Some of them are going to be a little bit obviously more expensive than others. At least for me, when I was collecting comics in the 90s. A lot of the comics now haven't really appreciated in value all that much, like the old Detective comics, Batman comics, Superman, Man of Steel, all those things. I think would probably be, at the time that I first bought them, were about $1.25. And I don't feel like in a few years, well, it's been a lot longer than a few years, 20 plus years, I don't think a lot of the value of those comics have gone up. So I might be able to still go back and try to track down some of those issues. But as you can see, though, he sent over a big stack of comics. Just trying to do my best to get all the wrap off here first before we kind of look at all the individual comics that he sent over. Okay, so I still got my snap bracelet. So the first thing we did get is a Action Comics Doomsday issue, special issue number 1. I like that art on the front. That's a pretty oversized Doomsday. Tiny Superman down below here. Looks a little bruised, a little battered. He looks like he's got a torn and tattered cape. He also sent over, sent over Wonder Woman. Now, this is issue number 1 by, I think, is that George Perez Patterson? I had this comic, speaking of which, I had this comic at one point as a kid, and then I got rid of it. So that's a nice little welcome addition back into the collection. Also sent over the Batman, Catwoman, the Gotham War battle lines. I don't think I've ever seen this issue. Dawn of DC. It's issue number 1. Nice looking artwork, though, especially on Batman. I'm hoping that most of these are going to be DC, really preferring between the two. I like DC more than Marvel. A Catwoman Uncovered, issue number 1. We got Detective Comics, issue 1073, Batman Detective Comics. That's a nice one. We've got Riddler Year 1. Obviously, this one looks like it's more inspired by the Batman movie. We've also got ourselves Riddler Year 1. Oh, so this is Year 1. This is Book 3. This is Book 4. We've got Book 5. Book 6. Oh, what's this one? This one's got like a little note on here. This signature is from a Blue Beetle comic book writer who I got to meet. Oh, how about that? Nice. So this is a Blue Beetle, I guess, movie tied-in comic, and it's been signed. It's been signed by the writer. That's really neat. I feel bad, again, like he's parting ways with these. We also have ourselves Harley Screws Up the DC. I haven't seen this one before. Multiversity, issue number 3. Says, "Ha, joke's on you, Soups. This ain't even my car." No, Harley Quinn. Hilarity ensues. We also have a very thick Huntress book. This is the Huntress Crossbow at the Crossroads. I would imagine that's probably a trade paperback. We also have Harley Quinn Black and White. Like the look of that one. Harley Quinn Black and White number 2. We've got the Invincible Iron Man number 1, which I would imagine would probably be a reprint. Big premiere issue. We've also as well got the Hulk. This is issue number 180. And Wind Howled Wendigo. Maybe the first issue of Wendigo. Oh, that's a classic one right there. The Incredible Hulk and now the Wolverine. Which again, I would imagine these would all be reprints. Issue number 181. First appearance of Wolverine. I think did he first appear in Hulk 181 or did he predate that by like one other issue? There's also, of course, Werewolf. Werewolf number 33. High above the city, a battle rages where Beast Moon Knight. A supernatural slugfest you dare not miss. Big fan of Moon Knight. I really liked Moon Knight when I was growing up collecting comics. We've got Amazing Spider-Man 796. Also the Black Panther, issue number 1, variant edition. We have The Adventures of Superman John Kent, issue number 2. And it looks to be also issue number 3. We have Dawn of the DC, Adventures of Superman, issue number 4. I see a trend here. Adventures of Superman, John Kent, issue number 5. And finally, issue number 6. Rounding up the remaining of the comics that Richard sent over my way. This one's still a little bit hung up by the wrap. We'll just remove that right now. We've also got Dawn of the DC, Green Lantern, issue number 2. Wow, a lot of good stuff sent over my way. Thank you again very much, Richard, for taking the time to do that. Again, I was really kind of expecting this to have Superman Jubilation inside. I was very much surprised to find that it had the Super Mario Brothers movie and Disaster. Wait a minute. Disaster Artist is not what I was thinking of. No, I was thinking Master of Disguise. It's not Master of Disguise. The Disaster Artist is a great movie. James Franco in it, of course, plays, what's his name from the Room? Tommy Wiseau. So basically, it's the telling of The Room. Disaster Artist. That's a classic film. Thank you so much. And of course, he also sent over the Silence of the Lambs VHS, a whole bunch of Lego minifigures, a pretty neat looking bag as well. Like Richard really went, buddy, you went a little crazy when it comes to sending over things. Now, obviously, you guys as well, if you could do me this solid, check out his video. If you guys had the chance to scan the QR code, or also as well, I'll provide the link down below in the video description. You guys can head over to Richard's channel and check out, obviously, Superman Jubilation. Let him know in the comments section what you guys thought of the film as well. But a big thank you again, Richard. Come on. You didn't have to send as many things as you did send over. But again, thank you so much for sending over all this stuff and allowing me, again, the chance to show you guys, all the viewing audience, the things that you were able to send over. If you guys are interested and would like to send something my way, whether it be a letter, a picture, something you'd like to see review, again, it could be to the review spot, care of the UPS store, 6975 Meadowvale Town Centre Circle, Mississauga, Ontario, Canada, L5N2V7. Don't have to necessarily go to the extreme of Richard, but yeah, if you guys want to send anything my way, I'll do an unboxing of that here on the channel. If you guys did enjoy this video, do it a solid. Do it a solid for Richard. Hit that with a like, and obviously check out Superman Jubilation when you get the chance, please and thank you. If you guys want to stick around for more, so I hope so, hit the subscribe, turn on the bell, and of course come back. As always, thanks for watching. See you guys next time.